When I first started this current iteration of my business, there was only a small handful of tools that I really needed to get things going, but 3.5 years in, and there is no way I would have been able to scale to where things are now without a full array of tools. From productivity to marketing, customer care, bookkeeping, and of course this channel. These are the 10 core tools that help run my multi-6-figure online business. So we're going to take a look at the productivity tools first, and the main one is Asana. Asana is a project management tool that helps the whole team stay organized and take ownership of our different responsibilities. We use it to plan one-off projects, create workflows for recurring projects, and even store information. Asana is great for teams, but it's super helpful even if you're a solopreneur. I started using it well before I had a full-on team because my written to-do lists were completely out of control and it was getting harder and harder to properly plan out big projects. Asana costs me $30 a month, but the basic version is totally free. And if you want to see an in-depth walkthrough of its capabilities, you can check out this video here. And if you are currently a solopreneur who's in the early stages of starting out, or even if you want to start an online business, but you don't even have an idea yet, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed in terms of what steps to take first and what to focus on and not focus on in order to get the ball rolling faster, download my free guide, the 4-step, no time to waste online business startup blueprint. I've left a link to that down in the description below. This guide is going to take you through all the steps of starting an online knowledge-based business, from idea generation right through to creating an offer and then marketing it to your audience, so check it out. Now, I love Asana, but I still love to have a physical daily planner, and for me, I use the Full Focus Planner. It's the only analog tool on this list, but it's one that I use every single day, so I really wanted to include it. Now, the thing I love about it is the planning system behind it. Each week you pick out a weekly big 3, which are the 3 things that you want to get done each week that are going to move your business forward. And each day you pick out your daily big 3, which are the 3 things that you need to move forward with your weekly big 3. Now, this system makes sure that you're making progress toward your goals on a daily basis. It's also got a weekly preview section, a place to record your goals, notes, daily wins, and a few other features. It's a bit pricey at around $40 to $50, depending on which one you go with, but it's a really good quality planner with a great system. Now, I also did a video on how to use a Full Focus Planner, and you can check that out here if you're interested. Next up is Google Workspace. This is probably best suited for when you've got at least one person working with you, probably a VA, definitely for a small or large team. It includes, of course, Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Calendar, a bunch of other features. And one of the main benefits to upgrading to Workspace is when you start working with a VA and other team members, you're not going to suddenly lose access to any of the documents that those team members create after you stop working together, which could potentially be a permissions nightmare if you are using Google Docs. Google Workspace costs me about $70 a month for 4 users. For team communication, we use Slack, which is essentially an instant messaging platform with a few other features that honestly we don't really use. This is how my team and I communicate during the day, and it is way less cumbersome and a lot more timely than sending emails back and forth about everything. Now, one caveat here is that I really recommend only checking Slack a few times a day, like at prescribed times, and keeping your notifications turned off when you're working, because if you are constantly getting interrupted by messages, it's going to have a negative impact on your productivity rather than a positive one. Currently, I'm still in the free version of Slack, and I don't really feel like we need to upgrade anytime soon. Moving on to marketing, the main tool here is Kajabi, and that one cost me $159 a month. Now, Kajabi is an all-in-one platform. It hosts my online course, my landing pages, all my funnels. I use it for email. It's got all your important analytics. You can even set up an affiliate program. You can even actually build your website on it. I don't use it for that, but the option is there. My other big marketing tool is Demio, which is my webinar hosting platform. This is where I house my pre-recorded webinars, so it's a major part of my sales funnel. I also host my live webinars there and even host my group coaching sessions when I have them. Demio costs me $899 a year. And the tool that keeps all of my marketing efforts running smoothly is Zapier. Zapier is like a workflow automation tool, I think is what it's called, and essentially just allows different tools and platforms to communicate with one another. I use it mainly to connect Kajabi to Demio. Now, this is a pricey one. It costs me about $1,500 a year, but that is based on the amount of zaps I use. Zaps being like each time there's an instance of one platform communicating with another, that's one zap. The price when first starting out is going to be much, much lower than $1,500 since it is per zap. When you're starting out, you're going to have much fewer of them, and it's just basically going to grow alongside your business as your business grows. Moving on to finances. If you're a team of 1 or a team of many, you are going to need some sort of bookkeeping system, and for me, that's QuickBooks Online. I do have a bookkeeper because bookkeeping is just not in my wheelhouse, and I would have it supremely cocked up in about 5 seconds if it was left up to me to do all my books. That's what my bookkeeper uses, and I go in there in order to generate financial reports and just do some general snooping around whenever I need to look at things. QuickBooks Online costs me about $430 a year, but that is just for the software. That doesn't include what I actually pay my bookkeeper, who I found on Upwork. Before moving on, are you finding this video helpful? If so, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. That would be so helpful and I would really appreciate it. Now for customer care, we use Help Scout. Help Scout is a shared inbox and a help center. And it's really awesome because my VA can receive all of my emails and then be able to assign the various emails to different team members depending on what the email is about and who it's for. She can also add notes to the different emails so that different team members can know what's going on with each particular email. It's a great tool for making sure that no email or customer falls through the cracks and everyone's getting the support that they need. Inbox management used to be a giant headache before this tool, and now there's probably less than one email a week that I personally need to attend to, so that just helps free me up to work on the things that are going to help move the business forward. I spend $80 a month on Help Scout, and that is for 4 users. Finally, for my YouTube channel, the tool I use the most is TubeBuddy at $49 a month. TubeBuddy helps me come up with optimized titles, conduct keyword research. It allows me to split test thumbnails as well. It's got a bunch of other features as well, but those are the main things that I use it for. Finally, there are several other tools that I use in my business, but they're kind of like either non-essential or they're tools I'm not really using on a daily basis. Things like Deadline Funnel, which adds timers to sales pages and emails, the Adobe Suite for design, Publisher Rocket for self-publishing keyword research, and I know that Notion is a huge one for one of my team members who's always raving about it. If you want to check out any of these tools, I've left links down in the description. And if you're using any of them already, go ahead and let me know which one you find the most helpful in your online business. Don't forget to download my free guide, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week.